So it's day one of the Tresviso expedition for me. The rest of the team have been here a little while, but this is my first day in Tresviso. We're going down to Chico today, a cave that's been dived way back kind of in the 80s by Steve Jones. He got to 50 meters in Chico. I'm hoping to get into Chico and try and lay some line. I'm expecting it to go deep. What's going on, Dan?
Keeping my feet dry.
So I kind of expected a reasonably deep dive. Having said that, it went very, very deep and it kind of stayed deep. So yeah, not ideal. So I got in the water, followed the passage down pretty quickly, got down to about 45 meters, where I found Steve Jones's old reel. So I was following blue polyprop line that Steve had laid. And at minus 45, the reel was there, still with some line on it. A bit of lead weight, and it was on a carabiner. It was all clipped off to a belay. So the carabiner was completely rusted. Obviously, it'd been in the sump for a very long time. I had to cut that loose, and then I was able to pick up the old reel and just carried on laying line. The shaft at that point dropped down pretty steeply, and sure enough, I found myself down very quickly at 80 meters. So yeah, dropped down to 80 meters, pretty much used up most of the old line at that point, the old blue polyprop. I tied that off to a rock on the floor and then put my own reel on and started laying out line. So I hadn't got much deco at that point, and I figured it was worth having a bit further of an exploration. But of course, when you're down at kind of 80 meters, you know, the deco starts to rack up pretty quickly. So laying out line, the passage rose a bit. I found myself after about 40, 50 meters of line laying, up at about 65 meters, and I figured maybe it would carry on trending upwards. But you know, no further, or I didn't get to go much further before it started dropping down again. So in total, I laid something like 90 meters of line, but back at the end, I'd started to drop back down, and I got back down to 80 meters. Not a lot of belays in the passage. In fact, I was hoping to actually turn around a little bit sooner. I decided enough was enough and I was going to turn back, but I ended up going on for about another 10, 15 meters looking for something to belay the line to. Very few things to tie a line off to, in that big, very, very clean washed passage.